This is Sensei Buck Snyder. I'm a martial artist, nature lover, and total nerd. Come have fun with Sensei in the Wild. What's up, YouTube? We're here today with a 5-line skink. I want y'all to look in here and see this little skink. This one is beautiful. The colors are so dark on the body, and the tail is a vibrant blue. I know you can see it in the light. And look at how the stripes on his body contrast with the darkness of the skin in between. And look how vibrant that tail is. Now, I want you to look at the back of his feet. See how big those toes are compared to his front feet? Most lizards have longer toes like this, but this guy's toes are really extra long, and you can really see it here. Now, what's cool about this skink is it's called the 5-line skink because if you look, it's got 3 lines on its back, and then it has 1 line on each side. So 1 on each side, which is 2 stripes, and then of course the 3 on his back, which makes the 5-line skink. And if you watched my other skink video on the brown skink, everything I said about that one is exactly the same for this one. They eat little insects. They like to live on the bottom of the forest floor and live in leaves and dead wood and make their little homes in the soft soil. That's all exactly the same for this one. One difference with this one is they can live up to 6 years in the wild, and in captivity they can live up to 10 years. And what's interesting about this one in particular is that as it changes, if it's a male, as it grows older, as male or female, the blue in the tail fades. And over time, the blue is almost not seen at all. In the male, red starts coming out in the body, and the head turns completely red. And it doesn't resemble this kind of skink almost at all when it's full grown. It's almost a complete change in the skink, and it's so cool that they go through that change, right? And this specific skink, if you notice, his tail is a little gnarled up. It's kind of semi-broken. The tip is broken, and it's kind of broken in 2 other places. This happened today. When I found this skink, there was actually a couple of cats over nearby it, and I think they were trying to mess with it. And I came up and I rescued him from them. So I don't know if he's injured. He hasn't shown any signs of being injured other than that tail being hurt. But I'm actually going to keep him for a little while and keep an eye on him and see how he does. So that's going to bring us to our next important thing we're going to do. We're going to start a vlog where I'm not going to update it very often, not daily, but just as needed. And we're going to set up a terrarium for him. And in the terrarium, we're going to have all the substrate he needs, all the lighting, the humidity, everything that this little guy's going to need to make sure that he's healthy. And we'll show you updates on that and show you how he's doing. What I do need is for y'all to help me name him. Okay, so if you have a name for this little 5-line skink, drop it in the comment section, and I'll pick the one. If there's only one, then that's the one we'll use. If we have several, I'll pick the best. Okay, so we'll show you updates on that as soon as we get the tank going. Now, one thing I did want to show you is if you had seen the other video and you see this skink, but you don't remember what the brown skink looks like, I happen to have one right here where we can do a side-by-side comparison. So if you look at the little skinks here, this is the brown skink over here, and the other one, of course, is the 5-line skink. Now, right away, you can tell the coloration, even the build. Now, the 5-line skink, I think, is a little bit older of a skink. His body's bulkier and thicker. They might be the same age. I don't know. But look at them. Side by side, you can see night and day difference in them. From a distance, it's hard to tell. But up close, man, you can see all day long which one is which. So anyway, that's a cool thing. These little guys do live out in nature together, and they totally get along fine. No issues with each other. One thing about the 5-line skink, though, is the full-grown males, the adult males, tend to be territorial. So they allow females in their area, and they allow juveniles in their area. But if another full-grown adult male comes into their area, they have a tendency to chase them off. Also, one thing about these blue-tail skinks, well, we call them blue-tail. That's a common name for them. 5-line is the official name for them. The mothers actually do stay with the eggs once they lay the eggs. They stay with them, and they'll protect the eggs until the little baby skinks are born, and then they'll leave 2 or 3 days after the skinks are born just to make sure they get off on a good start. And I even heard about some of the mother skinks will do collective things where they get together and they'll protect each other's eggs, and then they'll take turns going out and foraging for food while the other ones stay and guard the eggs. So it sounds like a really cool thing with these skinks. I'm so glad we got this little one here and we can save him and help him out. And we're going to go turn the brown skink free, but we're going to go ahead and keep the 5-line one until we're sure that he's healthy and not hurt. Okay? All right. Well, as we always say, keep it wild.